Hey, Rogan World Entertainment, and I have to say, I love this story, and I love it because it is so ridiculously stupid. As you've probably seen from the thumbnail and the title of this, it's something to do with J.K. Rowling. But what exactly is it? Well, the Museum of Pop Culture, that's right, there's a Museum of Pop Culture in Seattle, removes all references to Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling because of her views on transgender ideology. That's right. They're happy to take the money for Harry Potter as they have an Harry Potter exhibition in this thing. They're just not happy to have the name of the creator of said Harry Potter in the museum. So let's have a look at this, because this is funny. And it's funny because it's so stupid and quite hypocritical. We're willing to take the money for the product that this person created, but we don't want to acknowledge that person. Yeah. So transgender activist and Seattle's Museum of Pop Culture project manager Chris Moore has revealed the museum is erasing every trace of Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling due to her super hateful and divisive views on transgender ideology. In a fairly lengthy blog post titled "She Who Must Not Be Named," Transgender Museum of Pop Culture project manager Chris Moore, who admitted to being a board member of the Seattle Trans and Non-Binary Choral Assembly and ex-Harry Potter, confirmed the museum's decision to remove the trans exclusionary radically feminism author for being too vocal on her super hateful and divisive views. Her transphobic viewpoints are front and center these days, but we can't forget all the other ways that she's problematic. Moore decries, noting the support of anti-Semitic creators, the racial stereotypes that she used while creating characters, the incredibly white wizarding world, the fat shaming, the lack of LGBTQIA plus representation, the super chill outlook on the bigotry and othering of those that don't fit into the standard wizarding world, and so much more. And once again, they have a dedicated Harry Potter section, because everything he just says there, or she, whatever in the name of Jesus they want to be called, basically says the entire franchise is problematic, not just the author, and yet they're celebrating the franchise. See what I mean? Moore does point out, however, that the museum has kept all artifacts from the Harry Potter films in Fantasy Worlds of Myth and Magic Gallery, declaring, there, and trying to dance around it would make me look like a bigger hypocrite, but you are a hypocrite. Long conversations are being had and a lot of considerations around what to do with problematic people and content, because instances like this are going to keep happening, he further asserted, confessing that his position of manager influenced the team and categorized the erasure of the author from the Harry Potter exhibit, as he proceeded to explain the process behind the team's decision making. Once someone outs themselves as holding terrible ideologies. While the Harry Potter series is a major player in the pop culture sphere, we wanted to give credit to the work of the actors, prop makers, and costume designers in our fantasy gallery. Moore explained. We learned that you know who was a problem, which is why you'll see the artifacts without any mention or image of the author. Pointing out, you see what I mean? It's just so insane. So pointing out that inductees are specifically chosen by public voting. The disgruntled project manager explained, You Know Who was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2018 before she became the face of trans exclusionary radical feminism. Radical feminism, Jesus Christ. For anyone that's not quite sure what exactly that was all about, she said, stop erasing women. That was it. They continued, if you keep looking in there, you'll see other figures with questionable, if not downright disturbing pasts. And yet, you've just clearly said, if you look in there, so you have those in place in your museum. There's that hypocrite element again. For the time being, the curators decided to remove any of her artifacts from this gallery to reduce her impact. It's not a perfect solution, but it's what we were able to do in the short term while determining long-term practices. As we've continued to learn and grow, they're planning on continuing to add context to creators and context through our blog and possibly in-gallery QR codes. Jesus Christ. So are they saying scan this code and see how much of a bigot the creator is? Even though we have a massive problem with the creator, the person who gave us this fantasy world that we're shitting all over, but we're going to earn money from using their product, and we're going to tell you what a piece of crap they are. That's being a hypocrite. And then to say that there's other things in your gallery whose creators have problematic pasts, but you're only focusing on J.K. Rowling. These people are insane and need to be removed from these types of positions. This is basically, you're not allowed to have an opinion. We are allowed to have an opinion that you must follow. We're going to make money off your product, but we're going to exclude you from it. If I was J.K. Rowling at this stage, I would just say, yeah, I'm pulling the plug on all of yous. Yous are no longer using any of my creations. So you can get rid of it. Or I'll be taking yous to court. Like, we're erasing the author. And he won't say her name. He refuses to say her name. He's calling her she who must not be named. And whatnot. But again, I'm going to keep making money off your product. It's so bizarre and stupid. But it's in California, so what do you expect? But I just think this story is hilarious. And it's hilarious because it's so hypocritical and so far left, warped mentality that just exists in the world now. Oh, you're problematic because you said something I don't agree with. Therefore, I'm going to cancel you and erase you. Yet, they're saying the entire franchise is problematic. The whole anti-Semitic thing, that's because some nutball looked at one of the things, the bankers in Harry Potter, and went, they've got big noses. Oh my God, they're supposed to be Jews. That says more about you for looking at a fictional creature and seeing an actual race of people. These people are nuts. Absolutely nuts. Anyway, thought you might find that story interesting because I think it's insane. And with that, I'll leave it there for this one. So cheers. I'll catch you in the next one.